Hello all, welcome back to the channel. In this session, let us see how to obtain the isometric projections for the given question using Solid Edge software. Click on Solid Edge installed in your system and a welcome window is opened. Click on Create Drawing. First and the foremost thing here is to convert the existing sheet into the A4 size sheet. Make use of File, come down, you can find the option Sheet Setup, else right click the mouse button on the sheet 1, you can find the sheet setup. Either way is possible. You can see size, name and the background. Click on background, click on drop menu here, select A4 size sheet, uncheck show background, click OK, whereby an existing sheet is now converted to A4 size sheet. Use the command fit so that the sheet fits to the monitor screen. Now, at the first, I will take down the question. The question is like this. A square prism base side 40 mm and height 50 mm is placed centrally on a cylindrical slab of diameter 100 mm and thickness 30 mm. Draw the isometric projection of the combination. First thing, I will finish the orthographic projections for this one and I will go in depth for the isometric projection. Yes, here is the orthographic projection of the given question. Now let us see the step-by-step procedure for the isometric projection. Make use of line command. Select continuous line with 0.13 mm thickness. Please do remember, circle in the orthographic becomes ellipse in the isometric projections. Make use of any convenient point. Draw a length of 100 mm at an angle of 30 degrees. Why 100 mm? The reason is 100 mm is the diameter of the cylindrical slab. 100 mm at an angle of 150 degrees. Further, 100 mm at an angle of minus 150 degrees. Come back to the first point. So construct a rhombus. Make use of line option. Again follow the same continuous line with 0.13 mm thickness. Draw a line from corner, upper corner. Let me call this one as upper corner to the opposite midpoint, lower midpoint. Same method, upper corner to the lower midpoint. Lower corner to upper midpoint, further lower corner to the upper midpoint. Now, make use of an option called arc by center point method. Consider 0.5 mm thickness with a continuous line. Upper corner as the center, lower midpoint as the radius, construct an arc. Follow the same procedure. Lower corner as the center, upper midpoint as the radius, construct an arc in between the two endpoints. One can find the intersection point here, something like X symbol. Intersection point as the center and the lower midpoint as the radius, construct an arc. Follow the same procedure on the other side as well. Since we are making use of 4 different ellipses to construct the arc, this is called as 4-arc method. Now, the ellipse is having a thickness of 30 mm. Make use of line command, select axis line as the reference and 0.13 mm thickness. I will obtain the midpoint of this rhombus or the ellipse in other words. At this point, give a rise of thickness of the cylindrical slab, that is 30 mm. Make use of move option. Ensure copy command is switched on. I'm making use of control in my keyboard and I will be selecting 4 ellipse what I had constructed just now and concentrate on the mouse cursor. This point clearly says click for the point to move from. I want to move from this point and I will place it at the end of 30 mm. Now you can see a part of the cylindrical slab is now obtained. Make use of line option with the continuous line and 0.5 mm thickness. Draw a vertical line that forms as a tangent. Upon this one, a square prism has to be placed. The dimensions are 40 mm square and 50 mm height. Yes, make use of line, continuous line with 0.5 mm thickness towards the side of the sheet. Construct 40 at an angle of 30 degrees, 40 at an angle of 150 degrees, 40 at an angle of minus 150 degree and come back to the first point. Now select 0.13 mm thickness with an axis line. Obtain the midpoint of this base geometry. Give a rise of height 50 mm. Yes, it is crossing the borders, not an issue. Now make use of move command. Ensure copy command is switched on. Select the base portion. This point as the center. Place it at the end of 50 mm. Make use of line option with a continuous line and 0.5 mm thickness. Join the corners. Make use of line command with continuous line and 0.13 mm thickness. Draw a line from midpoint to the opposite midpoint. You can see the intersection of 2 points. That will be the midpoint of the base square slab. Make use of move option. Select the complete sketch. Switch off the copy command if it is switched on in your case. Take this midpoint and place it at the end of 30 mm. And this would be the isometric view of the given question. Dear learners, please do understand isometric view is different, isometric projection is different. Now we have obtained the isometric view. To convert into isometric projection, that has to be scaled down. Before that, let us make use of one more step called as rectification. The meaning here is remove unwanted lines. Remove construction lines. The invisible lines also has to be removed. These construction lines are not required, that can be removed. The next important factor here is the rear end of the geometry is invisible, not required, remove it. Make use of trim option. This is the rear end, it's invisible, remove it. This is not required, even the axis line is also not required. Now, don't you think the upper portion of the cylindrical slab is visible up to this region? Further, this portion is not visible for the reason a square prism is in front of it. Even this is not required, remove it. And there is a small extension here. This is also not required, remove it. So this would be the isometric view after rectification. The last step here is to convert this into isometric projection. Make use of scale option, select the complete sketch, take any convenient point, give the scale factor value. Can you see the scale factor value here? Give the value as 0.816. It is now converted to isometric projection. You may ask the question, what is the proof it is converted? Make use of smart dimension. Check any one dimension. Do you remember this value was 40 mm? Now it is reduced to 32.64. This was 50 mm height. Do you remember? It is reduced to 40.8. Of course, you need not show any dimensions. So this would be the end of the solution. Hope you have understood and enjoyed this video. If yes, give this video a thumbs up and request you to share with your friends. Do not forget to subscribe this channel for more such educational videos without any extra talks. Thank you. I will talk to you in the comments. Have a nice time. Thank you. Bye-bye.